Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Frontier Doubles League. One more series for y'all tonight, and it's a good one. We got the Expert League, Hornets against Eagles, both teams sitting at 1-2, hoping for another win to draw even at 500. Looking forward to the rest of the season and into playoffs. I am Harmonic in the casting booth, joined by Chris with a K. Chris, how are you doing?
I would say I'm doing good, but before I, started casting tonight, we had some really close games, and now they've all been sweeps, so I feel like I'm, maybe cursing these teams a little bit. So, Eagles, Hornets, whoever wins game one wins the series. That's all I got to say.
All right, going for the reverse psychology, the reverse curse right there. Love it, love it. Good to see. We love the Game 5 energy. Always love a good Game 5. We can get Game 5 overtime. That would be nuts. Let's see what happens. I mean, these two pretty evenly matched teams, Zannah and Chrono for the Hornets against the Eagles of Tnory and AlphaDoggy. I think this is going to be a good series. Eagles have a top lineup out here, so it is going to be a tough one for the Hornets if they want to win, but I think they have the firepower to do it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Hornets, they have had a couple rough last weeks, but, they have to bounce back sooner or later because Eagles, I think they're starting to warm up finally in the season. They had a rough start. It was pretty slow, but we're going to have to see. Alpha's going to start us off with a quick shot. Tnory to follow. I mean, the pace of this game is going to be so much faster than what we've seen, I think, and it's going to be something that we're going to have to keep up with.
Yeah, this should be a fast one already. I mean, a couple of quick opportunities for the Eagles. There's one for the Hornets, but just off the crossbar and out from Chrono. Hopefully that doesn't set the pace for them the rest of this game. Great pass to Alpha, and Tnory is actually going to get that goal. Did I see this wrong? No, that was Tnory on the pass and the goal. I think he had kind of combined with Alpha here on this shot. Yeah, that's just a three-man pinch, and it goes in.
Yeah, that was very good, very fast passing play to come through. Zannah getting beat by Tnory on the sidewall, and these Tnory and Alpha, this was the lineup that we saw in season 1, who dominated, having that 8-2 record. So these guys, they've been around the block before. Zannah and Chrono newer to the league. This is their first season in, so we're gonna have to see Zannah. Oh my, he almost got that dish. And counterattack for the Eagles. Alpha so strong, he's gonna get the second goal.
Yeah, great counterattack. Zannah almost did it all himself there. That was a really clean shot, but unfortunately the counterattack very strong for the Eagles, and they get their second goal.
Yeah, I mean, Eagles are just, they're playing confident, and, I think we can see how big confidence can play into a factor on this, because the Hornets, they haven't had the best weeks. They've lost to some teams where they should have, they held themselves to a high expectation, so they expected them to win, but just couldn't find the wins in the end. So it can definitely be demoralizing, and if this Eagles team is playing as good as they look right now, then they've got the series work out for them. But that's an open net. Chrono's gonna find it. One goal for them.
Yep, great play from Chrono and a good counterattack for the Hornets. They get one here early. Good pass from Zannah over to Chrono, who's waiting in the midfield for the goal. Pretty simple play there. I mean, yeah, you touched on it. If you watched the Hornets' first series in the FDL this season against the Penguins, who are perhaps one of the stronger teams in Expert League, and you saw the Hornets just go to town on them, the fact that they're sitting at a 1-2 record right now would probably surprise you. I mean, it surprises me for sure, but yeah, they're definitely a strong team. They've shown flashes, just a couple unfortunate results in the past couple weeks. Like you said, teams they maybe should have beat, and now they're looking to get one back.
Yeah, another chance here. Chrono with 0 boost, though, to play anything. It's going to try to just find some kind of foothold. These teams have just been throwing bombs at each other rather than long pressure. I think that's going to be the moral of the game, too. Very, very bad whiffs in the defense. It's going to actually turn out in the Eagles' favor because no Hornets player was looking to push them. Yeah, these teams just look very passive. They're not pushing each other, which is odd because I feel like these are the two teams that are just willing to go on anyone.
They are, and a couple of aggressive bumps and physical plays from the Hornets are going to pay off here. Zannah just pestering Tnory in the goal. AlphaDoggy with no boost, had no chance to get up for that ball, and Chrono is going to make him pay with that shot.
Yeah, all tied up now, halfway through the game to go. I mean, these teams, they just look so evenly matched. It's kind of uncharacteristic what we're seeing out of them right now, but they are definitely, I think, giving a lot of respect to each other is one thing. Oh, Alpha, that is not the play, and 0 boost. Luckily, he doesn't get punished for it. Chrono's finding the demo, though. Gonna beat Tnory to that, but still gets the block. Tnory on the transition will just put it to the back wall, and these teams just at another stalemate despite it only being a relatively short time since the last goal.
Yeah, definitely. The Hornets have turned up the aggressive pressure for sure. They've turned on these aggressive plays and bumps. Oh, there's a bump from Tnory. Could leave the goal open. That's a tough angle, though. Back out to Alpha. Shot is on target, but saved by Zannah. Great save from him to keep this ball out and keep the game tied. Good touch from AlphaDoggy. He does get around Zannah there. He'll look for Tnory in the midfield. Tnory has the ball, but that shot is not anywhere near the goal. He'll look to get another touch on this. He has no boost to work with. Counterattack for the Hornets. This is a 2-on-1, but AlphaDoggy is going to bail him out. Zannah does get the demo on him, though. Will ensure the Eagles can't really counterattack here. Tnory misses that one. Chrono, not a lot of boost. He will take his own corner here. AlphaDoggy looking for a shot. Zannah, nice save. Gets that away from danger. Zannah now up the sidewall. Tnory will win this. Actually, he misses, and Zannah does beat him to the ball. Now that's down dangerously for Chrono. Chrono in the air, fires a shot. It is wide. AlphaDoggy gets the clear away. Chrono, no boost. Zannah comes in, though, looking maybe for a double tap, but didn't have the read. Tnory to AlphaDoggy. AlphaDoggy can't find the ball, and that will allow the Hornets to get a possession here and a potential clear. Chrono off the sidewall, looking for another touch, and Tnory is going to find this around him. Tnory with a potential for a shot here. Can't get it through Zannah. No control there, enough to get the ball on top of the car. And now a counterattack for the Hornets. Zannah bangs it home. Tnory, good save. Well, to get rotation back there. Shot not quick enough from the Hornets.
These teams are so evenly matched right now, and it really shows because, I mean, it's been a stalemate other than those first couple goals. They haven't had really any direct shots on net yet. They're just looking to break down the other side, and, well, neither team is breaking. They're bending at points, but there is no cracks in the defense for these teams. It's just back and forth midfield play, but a flick from Zannah is going to buy them a little bit of a shot, but not too much as we go down to our last 10 seconds. Last booming clear from Tnory. Hornets, last pressure of the game. Are we going to see another game 1 overtime?
It looks like we're going to right here, unless Zannah has anything to say about it. Does get that center. Chrono is there, finds a touch, but that ball sails wide. It hits the ground, and we do have overtime in game 1 of the 2-2 score. This game has been pretty even, and if this game is any indication for the rest of the series, we could very well be in for that game 5. AlphaDoggy looking for the overtime winner there. Isn't going to find it. Chronotose has a touch here, tries to control, but Tnory is going to interrupt him. And now Zannah off the sidewall tries to take possession, but instead just booms it to AlphaDoggy, who has a touch here. Could be a counterattack. Chronotose, though, good response from him. He's going to snuff out the counterattack before it happens. Zannah in his own corner tries to get this around AlphaDoggy. AlphaDoggy does have a touch here. Tries to drop this down to Tnory. He fakes the touch, actually. Instead, Zannah gets back for a great save. That shot was on, and now the counterattack from the Hornets will win them the game. Chronotose off the great save from Zannah puts it in, and the Hornets take game 1.
Yeah, Eagles threw everything they had into that last play, and Zannah on the incredible goal line save, forces the counterattack, and the Hornets, they'll take that one after they had the battle back from the 2-goal deficit. So very good on them, but, this series, very back and forth, very close. These teams are so evenly matched.
Yeah, I don't think we're going anywhere anytime soon, Chris. This could be a really close series. Could go either way, honestly. A great overtime game. We saw the last series end in overtime in a long one. We thought that one could go the distance. It did not. So definitely still a sweep in play, but I think the Eagles are probably in a little bit better of a position in this expert league to rebound off of this loss.
Yeah, I mean, the Hornets defense really saved them in the end, though. They're both shooting relatively same. 8 shots for the Hornets, 9 shots for the Eagles, but 6 saves on the side of the Hornets really kept them in this one. The Hornets' shot accuracy is really what plagued them in that game, I think. Some of them just off the crossbar, off the post. you know, Hornets, they definitely look a little bit better in the stats, but, you know, Chrono, he's that man that can put away some shots when he needs to. And that's what you need at the end of the game. You know, he can finish a game overtime, no nerves at all.
Yep, he sure can, and he did it right there. Wouldn't be surprised if he does it again for the rest of the series, but we get into game 2 here. What do you expect to see here in game 2 from both teams?
I don't really know because these teams, they both started off so weird. They were giving a lot of respect to each other, and then they got more aggressive in overtime somehow, which is super uncharacteristic. That one's bouncing off every post. Chrono with the pass, Zannah with the finish. I mean, you're asking me what I need to see out of this, but I feel like we've seen everything already.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we've seen great defense. We've seen good offense from both teams, actually. The passing plays, especially from the Eagles, have been really good. But yeah, that play right there from Zannah. Chrono off a great touch off the backboard of the Eagles. Right into Zannah. He reads it well. Does get the goal. Hornets on the board first in game 2. Zannah takes the air for this one. It's back down to Tnory, though. Chrono wasn't prepared on the goal line, and Tnory is going to make him pay for that one.
Yeah, that was the perfect shot, actually, by Tnory. He put it in that sweet spot where Chrono was, you know, it was just a little bit to his right side where he couldn't really front flip or back flip into it, and he just missed the ball. I mean, good shooting accuracy from Tnory, getting that perfect position. You know, these teams, they both shine in their own respective thing, and I think this is the closest match you're gonna see out of this expert league.
Yep, I think so. Score lines have reflected it so far. The overtime game in game 1, this one all tied up so far. AlphaDoggy bangs this back into the Hornets side here. Chronotose off the back wall. AlphaDoggy, good intercept. Chrono, what a save off the back wall. Great save from Chrono to keep this game tied. Tnory takes possession. He's looking for a couple extra touches. Zannah gets it away from him. Good defense there from Zannah. AlphaDoggy, he keeps the pressure on. Tnory will be the next one to this ball. Just a bang at center. Zannah's not going to fall for that. An easy clear for him. AlphaDoggy, though, no boost here. Does have time and space on the ball. Chronotose wisely waits for him to miss that touch. And now Zannah misses that off the back wall. Could be dangerous, but AlphaDoggy misses it as well, and Chrono bails out Zannah. Tnory onto the Hornets backboard. Will be cleared away by Zannah, and it looks like we'll reset.
Yeah, these teams not giving anything up. Chrono almost catching Alpha off there. But these teams, they're just not giving them anything to work with. It's just a stalemate. I mean, there's not too much you can say about it. You know, it's just a matter of time who makes the most mistakes at the end of the series, because both teams, they're playing solid defense, solid offense. It's just that midfield game. They're not going for a lot of solo plays, no dribbling. It's just back and forth trying to force a mistake.
Yeah, it is, and nobody's willing to give so far. Not a lot of mistakes we've seen, and the mistakes I have seen have mostly been by the offensive team. AlphaDoggy, what a flick! Takes advantage of that one. A great play from Alpha gives the Eagles the lead.
Alpha had no boost to work with there, and he still got past both of the Hornets players. Very good play by him. Very good ball control, and, you know, just calm under pressure, because he didn't have space to work with either. He was just right there, right in front of the face of the defenders, and he made it work. Very good heads-up play by him, and, you know, that's something that we needed to see. You know, who's going to be that player to really take the charge, start forcing some really good plays. And Alpha, you know, he's definitely that guy to do it. I mean, he is a very solid player, one of the best in Expert League. And I feel like Chrono on the other side is that player that the Hornets have, where he can do so much with the ball, but you know, it's just a battle. Chrono versus Alpha, who comes on top?
Yeah, I think so, and they have very good support as well. Zannah is a great player mechanically. I've seen him do some nutty things, and the same with Tnory. We've seen him have a couple good goals so far in this series as well, so they've got good supports with them ready to take this win. Tnory up in the corner here for the Hornets. Does put this on target. It's in. An awkward read potentially there for the defense, and Tnory puts the Eagles up 2.
What was this angle by Tnory? That was non-existent. Chrono, he's playing the pass because Alpha's on the back post, and it just goes right in. It was, you know, this is what we need to see. The Eagles, they're taking their shots from awkward places where you don't normally expect them to come from. And, you know, we got to see that from the Hornets. If the Eagles are stepping up, changing that kind of play, but they're just taking shots from anywhere, Hornets, they've got to do something about that, because Alpha's now just dribbling past them every play he gets.
Yeah, Alpha's had great control this series. Chrono, if he can get around this ball, could be a shot, but he can't. I don't think he had a lot of boost. The demo onto Zannah will relieve a little bit of pressure for now. Chrono, though, going to keep the ball in the Eagles' zone. Tnory does finally clear it away. Zannah will be the first of this ball. Does get it around Tnory, who had no boost to work with. This ball is dangerous in the midfield. Zannah does get the touch first. Tnory back into his own corner. Tnory off the sidewall now. Chrono looks to intercept. He does. Tries to get this down to Zannah. Zannah's up, but the response from AlphaDoggy is good enough to keep this away.
Yeah, 1 minute to go now, and the Eagles, they still haven't cracked under all the pressure, and the Eagles, they're finding new ways to score. The counterattack so close by Tnory. Zannah on the quick rotation, though. Chrono can't find the target. He's going to opt to play it to the side, looking for the pass middle. No, Alpha, he read it all day. A long shot will give them the 3-goal lead.
Yeah, good play from Alpha here. Gets the intercept. I'm not sure, 100% sure if he meant to shoot it, maybe just a clear, but either way, puts it on target, sees an opening in the defense, and he's got a 3-goal lead. 35 seconds to go for the Hornets to try to mount some kind of comeback. Not impossible, but going to be a tall task for sure, especially when Tnory takes touches like this into the offensive zone. Now this could be a 2-on-1, though. Tnory awkward in the Hornets' net. Chronotose has the air dribble, tries to pop it around. He does pop it over. AlphaDoggy. Is Zannah up? He is, and he scores! Great play from the Hornets if they want to stay alive, and they have done so. Only 2 goals down.
That's what we needed to see. The very little are these teams going for dribbles, and the times that they do, they make them work. Chrono with an incredible pop over AlphaDoggy, putting that to the back wall, and Zannah reading it perfectly. Good kickoff goal, and some luck can definitely get them back in this, but with the way the Eagles have been playing, it's not likely.
Yeah, Eagles have had solid defense all game. Tnory doesn't have that read. Hornets, if they would have gone for that, probably get a goal. AlphaDoggy on the sidewall here does get a nice dunk over Zannah, but Chrono takes possession. Tries to get the center. It's not going to be enough. 1 second on the clock. This game is over, and it goes in favor of the Eagles. They're going to even this series up as soon as the ball hits the ground. Tnory wants another goal, but just short. Eagles even the series.
Yeah, I mean, Eagles, they made a way to get by the midfield. The midfield play early in this game was still back and forth between these two teams, but Eagles, they found the way to make it work, and they executed it better than the Hornets. The dribble play by Alpha was incredible, and when we saw Chrono go for it too, he made space, and it just worked out for them in the end. So Hornets, we got to see them step up, take those risks, go for the 50s, because it's not the play that we're used to seeing from these two teams. They're normally in your face kind of aggression, and it's weird seeing them play like this.
Yeah, it is a little strange. I thought the Hornets did have a couple defensive mistakes that might have let the Eagles score a couple. That ridiculous angle from Tnory, while it was ridiculous, I think probably should have been saved by Chrono in the net. So just a couple mistakes maybe the Hornets need to clean up, but otherwise a pretty clean game from them. And yeah, I mean, you touched on it before. This is a very even series. I mean, it's shown by the game scores. Both games have been pretty close. Eagles did pull away late in game 2, but for the most part, that was anyone's game to win. And we've got an even series 1-1. And we're going to go ahead and get game 3 started.
Yeah, and I'm, match point for both these teams. It's going to be very crucial because, they're both 1-2, I believe, is their records. So they really need to have a good showing this week, or else, the series, we're halfway through the series, and there's not a lot of time. And I mean, who knows what's going to happen, because both these teams, they're not giving anyone space. They're just well matched, and it's a coin flip, really.
It is, and you mentioned they're both 1-2. That this win is important. It's really important, I think, especially for the Hornets, who are in a really, really tough division. The Penguins in there, the Rams, a couple of really strong teams, Unicorns as well. That's just a really strong division. AlphaDoggy does get this save, barely. Zannah looking for it to play off the sidewall, not going to happen. AlphaDoggy should have an open net here. He shoots and he scores. Eagles on top early.
Yeah, good play by AlphaDoggy in the corner. Baits out Chrono on the wall. Zannah, that was Zannah on the wall. Chrono was getting back in the midfield. AlphaDoggy just going to take advantage of that every time. Good play by the Eagles to give them the quick 1 goal.
Yep, and good awareness from AlphaDoggy to flick that when he did, knowing that Chrono almost was going to get back for that. AlphaDoggy another touch off the sidewall. It's right to Zannah, who gets a good save and clear at the same time. Tnory the only one back. He'll boom it right back into the Hornet zone. Chrono will get a touch here, tries to control, does get it around Tnory. AlphaDoggy, dangerous touch there. Zannah could dunk him, but no, AlphaDoggy wins the 50 instead and forces that goal right in. It's a 2-0 lead. And
you know what? What was that touch by Chrono? He hopped right off of the ball. That was so weird to see. But Alpha, I said it, he's that player that can take over a series, and it's looking like that's what he's doing right now. It's, we need to see one of the Hornets players step up and be that man, because AlphaDoggy, he's starting to heat up, and when he gets warm, it's hard to stop him.
It definitely is, and we'll see how the rest of the series is going to play out, but the Eagles looking in control right now, and Tnory gets another one. Eagles with a 3-0 lead. Just when we were talking about how close this series was, the Eagles look to be pulling away.
Yeah, not the best touch by Zannah. He popped it right off the sidewall, but no plan after that, and just couldn't follow it up. Eagles, they're going to capitalize on that every time if you give them the chances. 3 goals now. This is the biggest lead we've seen so far out of these teams. Hornets, they made the 2-goal comeback in game 1, so we'll have to see if they can do a 3-goal comeback now. But, Eagles, this team, there's a reason they went 8-2 in season 1. Alpha and Tnory are a very strong duo.
Yeah, they are. You mentioned that 8-2. They're really strong. 8-2 still in play technically this season. They would just need to win this series and also the next all of them for the rest of the season to hit that mark, which, I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible. We touched on it just a second ago. These guys are a pretty good duo. AlphaDoggy looking for another touch here. Not going to find it. Tnory is up. Zannah beats him to the ball. This could be a 2-on-1 for the Hornets. Boost goes to Zannah. Chrono looking for a shot, trying to get it around AlphaDoggy. Zannah is there, but Tnory beats him to the ball. Clears it away for the Eagles. Now Tnory up the sidewall, up to the back wall. Zannah gets a touch clear. Eagles will have to retreat for now. Chrono takes possession up the sidewall. Doesn't find the boost at the same time, though. Does find it around AlphaDoggy. Tnory, good touch, though. Going to lead counterattack for the Eagles. Zannah, good response there. You get that ball away from Tnory and clear up in the air. Now Chrono's up for it. Puts it into the Eagles zone. Chrono in the corner. Gets that around AlphaDoggy. AlphaDoggy has possession. The boost goes the way of the Hornets, though. No boost to AlphaDoggy's name. We've seen him do this several times in this series so far, where he's got no boost and just says, yeah, I'm going for this 50 anyway. I don't care.
I mean, that's the confidence you got to have, too, with a team like the Hornets. Giving them space is definitely a mistake, and you have to keep them at bay. So, going for that challenge, even if you don't make contact, they give away the ball, and if, Tnory is behind him to capitalize on that, it's going to work out for them. That save requiring both Eagles players, but Tnory will get it. Just under 2 minutes to go right now. The Hornets, they still have yet to break down this Eagles defense.
Yeah, not so far this game. You mentioned that save there, that double commit from the Eagles could have been a big opportunity for the Hornets. They just weren't able to cash in. And now the Eagles on a counterattack here. Chrono does get back in time. Tnory wasn't in the best place to put that away. He does get a dunk here over Chrono. Zannah's not going to be able to find it. AlphaDoggy is up. I hear him, but the save from Chronotose is good enough. Zannah gets a nice clear there. Eagles will retreat for now. Tnory with no boost. Going to look for his own corner and leave the solo play to AlphaDoggy. He can't get it around Zannah. Zannah tries to drop this down to Chrono. Chrono is up for it on the backboard. Tnory gets a nice clear. AlphaDoggy has possession now. Going to dribble this around the Hornets. Does get that up in the air around 1. Chrono, good response, but Tnory's right there. It bounces right underneath him, and Chrono could have an open net. He misses the open net, but Zannah bails him out. Great shot from Zannah. Good awareness there. Ooh, that was dangerous for the Hornets.
I mean, zero boost to work with. Chrono lucky bounce off the crossbar. Definitely a very close situation. But, you know, Zannah, way to be there, way to make it work. 40 seconds to go now. A good kickoff could make the difference of this series, and that's what Zannah's going to do. He's going to bang that one in just off the post.
Comeback season in full swing there. Great kickoff for the Hornets. Zannah was ready for it. That's the position you need to be in this late in the game when you're down, especially by more than one goal. And now the deficit only one with 38 seconds to go. This is very doable for the Hornets. Tnory, though, looking at another one for the Eagles to pad the lead. AlphaDoggy's up for that, too high on the backboard. Zannah's up. Tnory retreats, knowing he's got the lead, trying to hang on to it. Chronotose, dangerous there. Almost found that touch into the goal. Now off the backboard, AlphaDoggy does get a clear. Chronotose on the sidewall, tries to bounce that up. AlphaDoggy tries to get this by Zannah. Tnory will need a save here, and he finds it. Shot didn't have enough power from Zannah. Chrono misses that touch, so does Tnory. AlphaDoggy gets a clear, though. Time is running out. Hornets, this could be the final attack. Zannah is up for it, puts it near the goal. It is on target, but it's not good enough. Eagles do find the save, and they find a Game 3 victory.
Yeah, and if Chrono was in a better position just to read that, he was right underneath the ball on the Eagles goal line. Not the spot you want to be in at a 0-second situation, but, you know, they have the potential to battle back in that series despite how good the Eagles look. The Eagles defense, though, you know, I said this last series, very rarely do we see defense win games, and Eagles right there, it won them the game, but the shots is what mattered the most. I mean, Hornets had the pressure. Eagles just made their chances count more.
Yeah, they did. It's as simple as that. The shooting percentage from the Eagles far better than the Hornets. A lot of pressure from the Hornets. They did have their opportunities, but a combination of good defense from the Eagles and missed opportunities from the Hornets is going to allow the Eagles to win that game. That was a close one, especially near the end there. Almost able to pull it back. Gives me a little bit of excitement for the rest of the season or series.
Yeah, the Hornets, they just need something else to, you know, push them through. The Eagles, they're starting to get more aggressive. Alpha is going for these risky challenges in the opposing half, and it's working out for them. The Hornets have that same capability. That's what we know them for. And, you know, if they can just get the confidence in this game to just push it, that's what's going to work.
Yeah, it sure is. Eagles, I think they've definitely got the potential to pop off here in this game and really take it away. Especially with these two guys on the pitch, but Hornets looking to do the complete opposite, and they get started early. Chronotose, a great goal there. Nice pass from Zannah as well. Finds it around Tnory, and Chrono's there.
That's the speed we need to see from the Hornets right off kickoff, 6 seconds in. And it's a perfect passing play out of the corner. Hornets, that's what we need to see more of now. They just need to get that, you know, off kickoff. There's a lot of, you know, no set rotation yet, so everyone's still kind of trying to get into place. But you know, if you can make that work whenever it's like 2 minutes into the play, that's the stuff we need to see out of you. But the kickoffs, you know, it just stresses how important it is, because this could be a 1-goal game, and that's what does it for them.
Yeah, kickoffs have been huge here for the Hornets, especially the last half of that game, 3, and the beginning, obviously, of this one. Great kickoffs from the Hornets that we've seen result directly into goals. Zannah with a nice opportunity for a shot here, does put it wide. Could allow for the Eagles to counterattack. Tnory finds the boost. He will have the first touch on this ball. It's on target. Another ridiculous angle from Tnory, but Chrono this time wise enough to get that save. Zannah, a good clear here, but Tnory will be the first of that ball. That's going to be off the backboard, bouncing down to Chrono. Chrono takes possession. AlphaDoggy will take it away from him, though. That touch dangerously high above the Hornets' net. Chrono just looking for another touch here. 50 combines with Tnory. AlphaDoggy will be next to this ball. Looks to get another touch. Zannah, though, good 50 win, gets it clear.
Yeah, it's a much slower start to the games than what we've seen. A lot of counterattack chances, but, you know, it's just dying at the midfield. They're not really following up their touches. A lot of space. This is what we saw in the earlier games of game 1 and 2, where teams aren't really trying to push anymore. Hornets, they're comfortable with this right now. You've got the goal lead. If they're not going to push you, then, well, that's, the Eagles, you're just going to give them the win here in Game 4.
Yeah, going to be hard for the Eagles to score if you just keep the ball in their zone the entire game. And that is what the Hornets are trying to accomplish here. Is the Eagles will have a chance here, though. AlphaDoggy way too high on that shot. Going to allow Chrono to clear it away. Actually, Tnory pretty aggressive there. And that's what you want to see from the Eagles, be a little bit more aggressive on some of these plays. Gets another touch here, right to Chrono, though. Chrono looking to bang this off the backboard and get his own rebound, but AlphaDoggy, other ideas, gets it clear. Now AlphaDoggy has possession in his own corner, tries to get this around Chrono. He does. Zannah is up for it, though. Bangs it back towards the Eagles' goal. Chrono looking for a redirect, can't find it. Tnory with a 50 and Zannah in the midfield. And now AlphaDoggy takes the ball, and he will get this clear.
Yeah, the Hornets, they're not going to give up that midfield so easily. But when they do, Alpha makes it work. The miss off the back wall from Zannah will give the Eagles their opportunity that they needed to tie up the series.
Yep, that one miss from Zannah could be costly. AlphaDoggy makes him pay here. Evens this game up, and that's for the Hornets, if you just didn't make mistakes like that, particularly on defense, you probably had this game won the way it was going. And that's a good shot from Chrono off the backboard. The read from Zannah is just off. Little bit of accuracy problems there as he misses the top corner. But still good pressure nonetheless, and they're right back at it again. Zannah just wide once more. Tnory against Chrono does find the ball around it, but no boost to follow up. Tries to get this center. Chrono, great defense, will get it away. Now AlphaDoggy on the sidewall, though, is going to center this. Tries to get another touch, but Zannah has a great clear for the Hornets, and it'll buy him some time.
1 minute 30 to go. The Hornets, the Eagles, they're on match point. They just need one more. And one good goal could definitely do it for them. The Hornets, they just, this hasn't been the explosive team that we've seen. And I think that's mainly due to the Eagles' defense this series, because both these teams are playing phenomenal. They're not giving up anything. They're not overcommitting. They're just playing solid. They're playing safe is really the better word to describe how they are doing this all. And a minute to go. These teams so evenly matched, but Zannah's going to dunk Tnory on the goal line.
Great play from Zannah. The pass from Chrono very well as well to force this across the goal mouth, and Zannah isn't going to let that go by the wayside. Great play from him to dunk it over the Eagles and take the lead.
That's exactly what the Hornets needed too. This last minute with the way this game has been going, that is exactly what they needed, and Zannah winning that kickoff, putting it in the Eagles half. Every second it's in that half, they are just one step closer to forcing this game 5. That ball, Chrono didn't want to commit to it too much. Alpha on the breakaway. Nope, going to get shut down by Zannah. Zannah has been the man to step up for this Hornets team, and it's working. Open net, no. Alpha good on the rotation. Zannah is the player that the Hornets needed.
Yep, he is, and he's got a couple great touches there. That carry off the back wall just now was really impressive. Unfortunately for him, his only mistake has also been the one goal the Eagles have gotten. But with 15 seconds to go, the lead is looking pretty good right now. Tnory, one final shot potential here for the Eagles. Actually, that goal was open. I'm not sure where the rotation was for the Hornets, but Tnory, I'm not sure if he recognized it, didn't get a shot on target. And that's unfortunate because that goal was wide open, and the Hornets instead will take this game and force a Game 5.
Yeah, and I feel like a Game 5 is the only way this series can play out, because these teams, they're just not budging. And, it was just one dunk. That's what we needed to see. We needed to see the Hornets just start pushing the Eagles in their own half. And look what happened. They won the game because of it. And they shut down the Eagles. They registered 2 shots that game. Eagles got 1 goal, and the Hornets got 1 save. That was it. So Eagles are shut down on offense, and Hornets, they controlled that game.
Yeah, they did. I mean, the Eagles are not going to get many shots when the ball is on their side of the field for a vast majority of the game, and that's what happened. The Hornets just had the better plays, the better possession on offense, was able to keep it in the Eagles zone for longer, and it paid off. And when the Eagles were able to break out and potentially get an attack started, the defense was just too suffocating. Hornets, great defense as well, and it pays off. These are some pretty low-scoring games here. I think 4 goals is the highest we've seen, and that was only in 1 game. So this could be a pretty defensive shootout here in game 5.
Yeah, and you know what? The Eagles defense, it's still holding. Alpha 4 saves that game. Tnory, he got a save himself, but the Hornets, they're just starting to find that pressure in the other half, and it's working for them. So game 5 gonna get underway. We're gonna see, can the Eagles, can they finish it off? Is their defense gonna hold, or is the pressure from the Hornets gonna be too much for the Eagles to handle?
Let's find out. I'm eager to see. We've got game 5, 5 minutes to decide the winner of this series, who will move on to that 2-2 record. And that from Tnory. Tnory is not the touch you want to see. Zannah takes advantage. He gets first blood in game 5.
Yeah, and the Eagles, they had so much time off that kickoff. Alpha clean beating, I think it was Chrono, to that ball. And Tnory, he just threw it away into the corner. They had so much space to work with in a 2-on-1 situation. And just unfortunate pinch to just go in the way of the Hornets. Quick kickoff goal, and that's what we wanted to see. I said last game, it could have been a 1-goal game, and it was. That one kickoff made the biggest difference. So we're gonna have to see, can the Eagles, can it not get to their head? Well, saved by Chrono, gonna keep them at a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, that was a great save from Chrono. I was worried that pinch was just gonna go right in off the sidewall. Fortunately for the Hornets, it did not. Unfortunately for the Eagles, they'll look to rebound here. Tnory keeping the pressure on for now. AlphaDoggy, a controlled touch, looks to pass to Tnory, but both Hornets are there with a response. Tnory, though, again, keeps the pressure on. Zannah recovers from some boost. That could be crucial for their exit, and it will be. Zannah looking for a counterattack. Gets bumped by Tnory. Tnory will be the next one to this ball. Bounces it off the backboard. He'll look for his own rebound. No! AlphaDoggy might have trusted him too much, too, and pushed up. He's going to get demoed for it. Chrono exits the zone now. AlphaDoggy is going to put him right back in here, though. AlphaDoggy could have a nice shot at this. He bangs it off the post and out, but it's to Tnory. Tnory finishes the job, and we've got a tie game.
Yeah, and, Zannah, I don't know what happened to him there on the line. He just must have backflipped, not seeing it. Luckily, Tnory was there to clean up the shot. Could have been a devastating goal to let go by, but they made it work again. And that's what you need to see. You have to take these chances because these teams are not getting a lot of them. So every goal matters in this series.
Yep, every single goal matters. I mean, especially in game 5 right now. And that ball is around the Hornets defense. Tnory cashes in on a bit of an awkward play on the back line for the Hornets here. Unfortunate, Zannah almost finds the touch. Chrono could have backflipped there to potentially save it. Either way, Tnory is going to give the Eagles a lead.
That was just awkward. There is no other explanation than just awkward right there. The bump, and then it's just one of the things you love to see in Rocket League. Something, 3 types of goals. One of them is those, the stupid ones that just manage to work out.
Yeah, those and Rule 1s also just the stuff you love to see. It makes this game so unique. And that ball off the back wall here. AlphaDoggy will control this. Actually just booms it to the midfield. No Hornet there to take advantage of it. AlphaDoggy could have a shot here. It is on target. Good save from Zannah. Way to get up to that one. Chronotose, not a lot of boost here. Can get one booming clear to buy some time for Zannah, who does take a little bit of a pot shot, but Tnory's back for that one. He'll look to get it again. He does find this around Chrono. Zannah now on his own back wall, needs to find a good clear. Tnory will not pressure him. He'll have a little bit of time here. Elects to go for the possession play instead. Good play from Zannah. He'll get some pressure off of it. Looks to go up. The miss! And there's potential, but the angle just was non-existent there as that ball was right up on the backboard, and Zannah can't score.
Yeah, Zannah jumped a little bit too early. Could have tied up the series again. The Hornets, they have the opportunities. They've just got to take them a little bit slower. I think that's really the story for both of these teams. They have the chances. I think they just try to rush the shot because, I mean, they're in a game 5. This has been a very close series, and Eagles, they're starting to get a little bit more aggressive, starting to overcommit a little bit too much. They haven't been punished too hard by it, but it's enough to give them possession and give the Hornets those breakout chances that they need. And that dunk by Zannah, is that going the distance? It is. What a tie.
Yeah, great play from Zannah. Unbelievable accuracy from that distance off of the dunk from Tnory. Unbelievable play by Zannah there to tie the game up. You mentioned the Eagles were still playing really aggressive and overcommitting a lot, and obviously it came back to bite them right there. But I mean, honestly, when you have a lead, it's not that bad of an idea to still be aggressive, as this ball is going to go in. All of a sudden, the Hornets have turned things around, and they've got a lead.
I'm just kind of confused. Tnory was way too far pushed up and backflipped. I don't know why he wasn't sitting in the net there, though, but Hornets, they've got the lead back. I mean, they had that quick goal, and, you know, Eagles took lead. The Hornets got it back, and that's what you want to see. They're able to battle back, and, you know, at times, it's definitely been questionable. That Zannah's there, Alpha's too slow to get that. Hornets, they're running away with this.
Yeah, 3 goals in like 20 seconds. Unbelievable pace from the Hornets here. And yeah, just not ready for that ball on defense. And the Eagles will pay for it. I mean, the Hornets just complete 180 from like 2 minutes ago in this game. They've really brought it back here and in a big way, right when they needed it most. AlphaDoggy, no boost, gets a touch on his own backboard. Tnory able to take possession. Gets this around Chrono. Chrono another touch, but it's right back to Tnory. Tnory in his own corner now, looking to get some offense started. He's only got 1 minute to work with. Drops this down to AlphaDoggy, who takes possession into the corner. Looks to get this around Chrono. Good defense from Chrono. Tnory, though, not to be denied, is going to put that on target. Saved away by the Hornets. That ball going to drop in front of the goal, and AlphaDoggy puts that right back on the tape for Zannah, who did have an open net to shoot at, but from pretty far away, and he'll miss. Chrono down to Zannah, though, cleared away by AlphaDoggy. Could be a counterattack here for the Eagles. Down to the middle. AlphaDoggy's up, but he can't find the touch. And now the breakaway for the Hornets. Zannah does take possession. Tnory rushes back and gets a save.
Yeah, Eagles, 30 seconds to go now, and they've had their looks, but they've just been getting cut off. The Hornets on the rotations have been getting a lot more aggressive, not giving the Eagles any space to get anything going, but that's an unfortunate dunk. Oh, Zannah got away with that one, but 20 seconds to go. Hornets, they're comfortable right now. Eagles, they need something fast, but it's not likely gonna happen. This one went all the way to 5, but in the end, the Hornets, they reign triumphant.
Yep, it looks like they will. Unfortunate there from the Eagles. Couldn't get that goal off, you, like you said, that awkward play in front of the mouth, and it will be the end of the series for them. Hornets are going to take this one in 5. AlphaDoggy looking for one for the road, and he will find it. A little bit more of a respectable result, I guess you could say, on this one. But the Hornets are your winners here in Game 5. They move to 2-2 in that Division Expert League, and this is a big win for them.
Yeah, a big win indeed. And, you know, Eagles, they're going to go down to 1-3. It's not the record you want to have, but, you know, they still don't look bad. I think this goes for both their Origin and their Expert team. They just need to find ways to finish out these series, because right there, they had it. They just got a little bit too aggressive, considering how that series started out. They just got too aggressive, but Zannah, he showed up huge for the Hornets this time. I mean, 4 goals, 8 shots, 50% shooting accuracy. He did the work for this Hornets lineup.
He sure did, and let's not forget the 3 assists from Chrono as well on those, what was it again, like 3 goals in 20 seconds or less in that stretch there, and all 3, I think, were passes from Chrono right to Zannah on the tape, right where they needed to be, and Zannah cashed in a couple of kickoff goals there as well. Really paid off for the Hornets, and yeah, they definitely deserve to win this series.
Yeah, and you know, it's only up from here now, because Hornets, they are a 2-man roster, so they can only play this lineup one more time. So it's going to be interesting who they can find as their third. But with us right now, we've got Chronotose and Zannah. Boys, it went all the way to Game 5, but you look very convincing in the end.
Oh my, that was that was some series. Me and Zannah were really fighting. I feel like we've been struggling recently with our nerves. We were really trying to fight to not try and tilt after losing that Game 3.
Yeah, for sure. Last week, really rough. Between the nerves and some mistakes that I made in Chrono's internet, it was just an absolute shit show. So we kind of felt pretty defeated after that, coming out of that, and really wanted to bounce back. So I just kind of had to sit down and went, you know what, we need to kind of not take things so seriously and just chill out, have a good time, try to relax, and I guess we somehow managed to at least somewhat do that, and it paid off in the end.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, in those last two games, Anna, you were the man I was talking about the most. You definitely showed up when when you guys needed it. So just congrats to you guys for getting this win, going to a 2-2 record. It's definitely what you want to see moving forward with the rest of the season. There's plenty of time now. You're in a good spot to contend with that playoff spot still. Is there any teams you're looking out towards though?
Oh, you can go, Zana.
Go for it.
All right. Well, we played them before. The Rams, you know they're a good team. And it's mostly just we really thought like when Water was on the roster, we felt like we should have taken that win. And there was a lot of things that we kind of we kind of choked on, I guess you could say. We'd really be down to get a rematch against those guys. I'm really looking forward to the game. What is it, week 10 or something like that? But I think that should be a really good match.
Yeah, for sure. With Kono on that one. And one thing I would like to say, I mean, games 4 and 5 for us this series were a bit better, but I was not happy with myself the first number of games. I missed so many shots that I should have hit. Kept beaming crossbar at post or hitting it wide, whatever. So, I mean, I guess that's one thing. If I can hit my shots, then we'll have a much better chance of coming out with a W, because I was struggling there for a minute.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times our kryptonite is just if we're confident and if we're hitting our shots, then we'll play well. But if once we start to lose that confidence, it gets really tough for us, just personally.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, you could
Go on,
see.
go on.
You mentioned the recovery and how you managed to. You were missing shots at first, but you did so much better. Like Chris was talking about in games 4 and 5, you really came alive and put a ton of shots in. You were scoring like crazy, man. So talk to me a little bit more about that change. So after you lost game 3, you're down 2-1 in the series. You need to come back and win 2 in a row. And you hadn't been shooting well, like you said. What was the mindset? What made you be like, okay, I'm going to start scoring now. We're going to have better team chemistry. What was the comms like in that situation?
Well, after we lost game 3, I kind of just me and Zannah just kind of sat there and we were just like, well, well, screw it. We've been playing pretty well in scrims. We felt like we've been practicing and our results have been doing pretty well, but every time we get on the stream, whether it's nerves or something like that, we kind of just, it doesn't all, our blocks don't exactly fit into the right pieces per se. So we were kind of just, I was telling Zannah, I was just like, you know what, like screw it, let's just play it like it's a ranked game or something, not put too much on it. And I think that kind of helped us a lot.
Yeah, I pretty much just, I was like, you know what, gotta recognize the mistakes as they happen, but you can't hold on to them. You can't dwell on them. You just gotta let it go. And so I just kind of forced myself not to think about it and try to put myself in the moment as best that I could and play my game and hope for the best. And this time I managed to pull through. So fingers crossed I can keep doing that.
Yeah, you definitely did, and like I said, you guys pulled it back. I like that the confidence. Just say, hey, it's just a ranked game. Let's play like we know how to play loose, and it worked out. You guys got the win, and I bet that feels really good. You're back in the win column again, 2-2 on the season. I think it's really important you guys got this win because you're in a really tough division. Like you said, the Rams are a good team, the Penguins as well, Unicorns. I mean, that whole division is kind of stacked. So the fact that you guys got back in the win column, I think, is really important. For the rest of this season, though, I mean, for now, any gauntlets you want to throw down? Any words you want to say to other teams?
Yeah, Casey, I'm coming for that ass. I want a rematch.
Oh, also, this might be a hot take, but I think that whoever the winner is for this league, I think it's going to be coming out of our division. So no offense to other people in other division, but I think we're pretty stacked over here. So that's my hot take.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how hot of a take that is. I mean, you're not wrong. A lot of those teams look really, really strong, especially now you got Ozai on the Penguins as a reserve. I mean, that team looks really good. The Rams, obviously, J-Dub's great player. Yeah, so definitely a pretty stacked division there. Chris, any other words for these guys?
No, I mean, that was just, way to battle back. And, like you were saying, Zannah, you didn't feel good in the beginning games, but you guys managed to turn it around later. And that's what makes the best teams, able to make those changes mid-series and come out with the win. So good stuff today. I'm looking forward to seeing more in the future.
Thank you. I
Thank you, guys.
appreciate it. Thank you. And
All right, yeah.
GG's to all players involved. AlphaDog and Tnory. Both of those guys are super wholesome. So shout out. You guys are awesome.
Great guys.
Heck yeah, GG's all around. That was a good match. A great way to end the night as well in a Game 5 thriller. Really fun to watch, really fun to cast. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. Congratulations once again to the Hornets. Played really well, earned that Game 5 victory, and they look to carry momentum into next week.